Hello guys. This is just a quick impromptu video. I am sat here in my dressing gown. I have not long woken up. I've just been playing with this game a little bit, and I thought I'd just come back on to sort of do a quick video just to tie a bow on the end of the playthrough because it sort of ended a bit abruptly because we streamed till stupid o'clock. But what I did, just so that you know, I came back onto this playthrough and rolled back about 10 cycles because I wanted to get this the Liquid 2 thing working because I was convinced it should work, but I was too tired to carry on with the stream, and I'd seen my arse with the gas temperatures changing and stuff. But for those of you that may be coming straight into this, the last playthrough, this will be added to the playlist of that playthrough, saw us play the agricultural upgrade for the first time since release. And this was our playthrough. This is the furthest I've got in the game, as in my offline playthrough isn't even this far yet because I've spent more time streaming. But I just thought we'd do a quick recap of the base because a lot of people had asked for base tours throughout the streams, and obviously lag was an issue, and yeah. So just a quick overview of what we actually did on this playthrough. There will be a new playthrough starting this evening. For those of you watching, today is Sunday 28th of May, 7 PM GMT. We'll be doing a new stream because we have an awful lot of follows and subscribes that we need to get into the game. But yeah, to go back to the space, we did quite a lot in this playthrough. I was quite pleased with what we achieved. We obviously have our main central living area here. We have all the usual stuff: lavatories, toilets, a little mess area where they can go and eat. Loads of bedrooms because we had 32 dupes in this playthrough, which is more than I would normally go for, if I'm honest. Got our cooking area down here. We've got a hydrogen cooling area where our hydrogen's being stored in this chamber, pumped out of this chamber, put through thermoregulators and cooled, and all these different pumps are on switches to toggle at different times. And then our final pump basically pumps our hydrogen when it's at the temperature we want. We've got a few natural mealwoods kicking around. We basically lived off these for quite a while and then just left them as a bit of a relic to the base so that we could look back on the things that we've done. We've got some algae deoxidizers down here that we sort of toggled on and off as and when we needed them, and then when we had like 50k algae, I thought, okay, we'll just leave them on, so just left them running pretty much. They're just in there as a bit of an extra backup. Then we have our fridges, basically fridges not powered, just in a sterile room filled with CO2 basically, and some compactors for sleet wheat grain as well. Got a little filtration system at the bottom just to pull out any gases that sink to the bottom that we don't want. What else have we got? We've got our electrolyzer set up. We've got our tank that we managed to completely break, but I did learn quite a bit from this, especially with the switches, using them as like basic logic gates. So we'll play about a bit more with this in the next playthrough probably. And then up here we have our pinch of pepper farm, which I'm very pleased with. We got this working really well, and I don't know what the yield's still at now, but yeah, predicted excellent yield. We were getting like hundreds out of hundreds and stuff. Like this one here that's ready and glowing is 100 out of 100, so can't really ask for much better than that. Really happy with that. This was done with heating up water, liquid in pipes to like 59, 60 degrees, filling the room with chlorine, and yeah, made a sterile little greenhouse room, which I love. I think chlorine was a good call. What else have we got? We've got a few geysers here and there that we've tapped into. There's a natural gas geyser here with just a simple little filter down here to not pick up any of this polluted oxygen. This was done really haphazard and just thrown together quickly, really. We've got our water geyser here. We've got all of our power gen here. A lot of people are asking about the power gen. So just to give you an idea, the concept we were working on this playthrough was to have this cavity wall through the middle of the base. So what we've basically got, oh, it's still laggy now. We've got this main wire that runs down the centre of the base, and our power's being fed in from all our generators. And then all these transformers basically branch off, and you can see we've run our circuits off the transformers. So it means we've got quite a clean way of pulling wires off where we want them. I would say to anybody maybe going to try this same method, it was pointed out to me that it would probably work a lot better horizontally, and I've since tried it on my offline playthrough and it works a lot better if you do it horizontally instead. It's a lot cleaner, but it was a good idea. it did work. It kept our decor under wraps. If we go into the decor overlay, you can see that for the most part, the base where we actually care is reasonable decor. And then everywhere where you can see this blood crimson red colour is essentially machinery areas that we just didn't really care about. And we could have put more decor in, we could have put decor all over the place down these walkways, and who cares? They spend most of the time digging, and when they're in the base they de-stress. And we've got the manual stress tables, the sort of automatic stress tables now as well, so as soon as they were getting over a certain percentage they would go into the tables. We also have a very basic sleet wheat farm down here. That's where we're getting the majority of our grain from. We expanded this and then never fixed it because it was too toasty in here. But we had plenty of grain. We were doing all right with that stuff. We had the old water tank. This was at one point filled to the top, and then we drained it off down here, and you can see that we've got a fair old bit of water built up. But we could use it if we wanted to. We could build more fertiliser makers, but we just never saw the point. We've got about 100k of fertiliser just sat behind this locked door, so we don't really need it anytime soon. Then we had the gas geyser down here, which we actually overpressurised, which was a bit of a suggestion by Maximus Prime to overpressurise it, see if we could replicate what they do in the wild, and sure enough we did it, and now we've got a gas pressure of 177 kilos per tile in this room, so that was pretty cool. A few more natural gas gens that are being fed off the natural gas from the fertiliser makers. Another natural gas gen. Just to show you the power, how we set it up, we basically have 18 gas gens up here, and then we've got the other 4 down there. But these 18 are basically, it's 6 per geyser. That's the ratio we were working with. So if you look, each one of these brackets that goes to 6 geysers, each has its own feed coming in, and those feeds are coming from the natural gas gens on different parts of the base. And then the carbon dioxide is coming out of these arms, and again 6 per pipe. No real reason, just it was symmetrical and I liked it. And then they get fed into vents in our O2 air scrubber room. These air scrubbers get toggled on if the pressure goes over a certain level, and they basically clean all of our carbon dioxide and dump the water into the pit. And yeah, the last thing we were working on, and this is what I basically came on to get working, and you may have noticed I've been doing a hell of a lot of sweeping and trying to get rid of the lag, because I actually wanted to stream. I wanted to stream this for 10 or 15 minutes just to show what I'd done, sort of thing, but alas, it was too laggy. I built a load more compactors and started sweeping everything, but it really hasn't made much difference. But I did clean out the gas in the pipes again. I cleaned it out. I didn't stick with the little system that we built at the end of the stream. I just literally did the lazy man's approach and ran a pipe all the way back to the gas room, or rather I connected it down here to the gas pipe that went back into the system, and then put the gas back in, primed a load more and pulled it out at like 220 odd degrees, 227.8 I think, and then just filled these up again. So if you see, it's like 227, 228, 227, so it's pretty solid. And then I left it for 10 minutes whilst we were sweeping up, and the reason it's paused is because it just started happening. We've got a very low flow of oxygen going in, but there we go. Here's the cascade. So I just thought I'd show you that. I know I didn't get a chance to do it on stream. It had been 9 hours or 8 hours. I was getting very tired and very frustrated, so I just thought I'd give you a wrap-up summary. The support from you guys has been overwhelming, absolutely overwhelming, and I'm made up with all the follows, likes, views, subscribes, everything that's gone on. Thank you very much. It is really appreciated. I'm not doing this for making a career out of it. I'm doing it because I enjoy it. So to know that there's people out there that are following and stuff is really cool. But yeah, I will be back this evening. We're talking 3 hours time. I'll come back and do we're going to do an accept every dupe challenge. And yeah, we're going to see how we get on. I've basically typed up a list last night of all the followers and subscribers that I need to name. So that's why we're doing that, just so we can name everybody. But yeah, this seems to have cleared out all the oxygen in the room. It's all red now. We've got a lovely little red balloon. Yeah, this valve will basically toggle on more polluted oxygen. You can throttle that as much as you want, and yeah, that'll get pumped in. That's simple. So yeah, I just thought I'd tie up the series because it's been quite a good one. I really enjoyed it. To any Clay guys that might ever watch this, I love the update. It's great. Really having fun with it. Learned an awful lot on this playthrough, and I look forward to figuring out some of the other tips and tricks that I've not quite figured out yet. But yeah, guys, much love. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a pleasant evening. I hope I see you tonight. Take care. Bye bye. Thank you.